podcast, another episode, and we have another guest, Nehemiah. How you doing, man?
I'm tired.
He's tired, man.
So it's the first time we have a repeat guest on.
First time
in history. You're making history. How do you feel?
This guy.
I feel special, validated.
What do you sound like, Michael?
What?
Like Michael Jackson when he does his live. Yeah. I feel so special.
I feel so. That's ignorant. That's ignorant. You seen that South Park episode?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's ignorant.
That's
Yeah,
ignorant.
no.
I feel so special.
But today's episode is gonna be about three very unique gentlemen. Not unique because they're all almost the same. So we got Mr. Vince McMahon. You guys like Vince McMahon?
It's very appropriate that we're going to talk about Vince McMahon today, as WrestleMania is currently going on
It is, yeah.
at the time of filming, because by the time this is released, it's going to be over. But it's going on right now. So.
Yeah, it is. Check that out. We also have Diddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs.
The Diddler.
The
The Diddler, of
The
course.
Didmeister.
We have him coming up, and we also have Nehemiah's favorite.
The
Mr.
alpha male
Andrew
himself.
Tate.
Andrew the
Top
Mandrew.
G.
That's what I call him. I call him Andrew the Mandrew.
Andrew the Mandrew for some reason. But these are so. Who do you guys want to start with? Who do you guys like more, or maybe hate more?
Let's have our guest choose. No matter of these three men, who do you want to get got by?
Yeah. Who would you rather get
Got by?
Yeah. Who would you get got by?
Well, I don't want to get got by Diddy, so I'll choose Vince.
Damn, not the Diddler. but
He's into
Vince.
he's a geezer pleaser.
Damn, these are just different levels of the same thing.
And they're all born in different generations too.
Damn.
I never thought about that, yeah.
It's like the evolution.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Andrew the youngest, Diddy the middle-aged, and then
Oh,
the one
man.
on his way out, Vince.
That's how they go.
It's the evolution of what they've been doing in their lives, just shown through different people.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about who's been doing it longest, Vince is the GOAT, right?
Oh,
yeah. He's only being caught now in his 90s, you know?
Damn,
Is he 90?
He's
I think
90.
he's,
No, he's like
He's-
70 something.
I think he turned 80, actually. I
He
think
turned
just
80. And this man has been around since
Yeah,
like what, like the late 80s?
the 70s.
The 70s, man. 70s was like 50 years ago.
He's
More
like
than 50 years
he's
ago.
like fucking crippled now too.
Goddamn.
Oh my
He was
God.
like
Really?
His birthday is August 24th. And he's 79 years old.
79.
Damn. Look at that face.
Oh, you want to see him? Look, there he is. Isn't he beautiful?
Vince
Look at that face. I like that one.
Man.
That's the face of an innocent man.
Come out, you rapists!
We call Triple H that, right?
Yeah, but I saw an edited version of that clip where he's like, "Come out, you rapist!" and someone edits him coming out.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man.
So Mr.
Vince McMahon. Yes, sir.
Right, what do you know about this story about Mr. McMahon?
I know quite a bit because I follow wrestling a lot.
That's right.
Very, very, very into wrestling. I've seen the documentaries. Quite frankly, I am not shocked. I think no one was shocked. I think every wrestling fan knew this sounds about right. This sounds about right. And then when you get more into it, and he's like, "Oh, please, baby, this," and you
Saw
know,
the text.
the text messages, yes.
Oh my
wow,
God.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, please, just a little more. Order myself." And he's like saying all this creepy shit and everything, and then you have an insinuation of Brock Lesnar in there,
Oh,
which
yeah.
again doesn't really seem that far off either. He's a kind of a strange.
Well, what if I
fellow.
told you 3 days ago it was confirmed by the U.S. court? They demanded that the attorney reveal who it was, and it was Brock Lesnar.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah, it was. Sounds just about right.
And
And just when I thought he was gonna make an appearance at WrestleMania, I'm guessing that's a no.
He's going to make an appearance in jail.
he's gonna come up with Vince McMahon. They're gonna tag team whoever. Tag team. They're gonna tag team women. They're gonna have a women's
Oh,
tag team, and they're
wow.
gonna tag team both of them. You know, that's gonna be the thing. And look, I have a image from Reddit that they got from the deposition, or from the not the deposition. It's from the court case. Here are some texts from Vince to the girl. Where is it? Let me pull it up. And it's about what Vince said.
Which girl?
To her. So there's a girl named Janelle Grant.
She was the one of like the assistants or something, right? That was working like with them. He said if she wanted to get like an elevated spot or whatever.
Yeah, to make her a main manager for both WWE and TKO.
Mm-hmm.
That all she had to do was things for him, right? And those things were very degenerate. and they were of the sexual nature, which he also shared her with his other board executives, including John Laurinaitis, as he called in the text Johnny,
Here's Johnny.
and Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
Now, I'm trying to pull up what the texts show, but I can't seem to get it. I wonder why. Let me try again.
And they just decided to speak out. When was it? Who? Oh no, that was a separate one. That was the beginning of this year.
I
you
think
remember
this
when it
was like a year or two ago. Like about
pretty recent.
2 years ago, it came out, and then he was being defiant as always. You know, he came out and he welcomed everyone to Monday Night Raw, which was kind of strange because he doesn't do that anymore. And he just people were cheering for him, clapping. He's all like, "Welcome to Monday Night Raw," and he was like, "Yeah." And he went backstage, and then every day it just got worse. More things kept coming out. And then he had to resign. His daughter took over. Then after a break, he came back, and he basically told her, "All right, let Daddy get back in charge," and kicked his daughter off from being there. Took off Triple H from being the chief content editor officer, and then more things came out, and then that's when the deal with TKO, right? They merged, and then after they bought that and everything, he sold it. Then they were like, "All right, you got to go. You're a problem." And then he took his shares and went home stinking rich.
Stinking rich, man. That's crazy. The first time he actually stepped down, he was being accused, and he maintained that he was not guilty. That all that was fake. That all that was like just made up shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And turns out he had actually convinced her to not say anything with money. Lots and lots of money.
That's when one of the first reasons or inklings that something was wrong, because they were saying that he was sending out money from the company, a couple of billions or whatever of cash checks or something. And then that's when they did their internal investigation. He stepped down. Then he came back, and then sold, and then they said, "You got to go." He left, and then now Triple H is in charge, and he's basically the face of it. And he's like the new Vince, and then Stephanie is like a piece too, but it's mostly Triple H's show.
I didn't know Triple H and like what is this Stephanie McMahon?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they were together.
Yeah, they've been married for years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it wasn't just a storyline. It was real. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Here is what he says. Brock Lesnar's response to claiming that he would share her with him. You want to read that out for us?
He said, "Here's what blank said after I told him that part of the deal was fucking you. LOL. That's your turf. She will be ruined after me and leave your ass. Plus, after me, your tool won't fit anymore." 5 smiley faces laughing.
Wow, your tool won't work anymore.
Won't fit anymore. It won't fit. So he's saying that his manhood is bigger than Vince's, so it's not gonna fit.
Who talks like that for an old man?
Yeah, dude.
He's like, "LOL, that's your turf."
He's saying that's what Brock told him. He has in quotes. He's saying Brock texted him this. This is Brock telling
You'll be
Vince.
ruined after me and leave your ass. Plus, after me, your tool won't fit anymore.
So it's like, here's what Brock said after I told him that. So it says, in December 2021, McMahon gave Miss Grant's personal cell phone number to the WWE superstar and promised she'll do anything requested of her. In the days that followed, WWE superstar revealed a fetish to Miss Grant and tested Mr. McMahon's promise that Grant would do anything, with a request that she send a video of herself urinating.
Cool.
So now we know what Brock Lesnar is into. Does he seem like the kind of guy to like that?
He's a country boy.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I can see that. There were also other disturbing revelations in the lawsuit, like this one that I see a lot of people love to read. It says, one example of Mr. McMahon's extreme depravity: on May 9th in 2020, he defecated on Miss Graham during a threesome, and then commanded her to continue pleasuring his friend, quote unquote, with feces running in her hair and down her back.
What the fuck?
Mr. McMahon
That's gross.
went to the bathroom to shower off. Upon his return to the bathroom, McMahon and his quote-unquote friend actively resumed a threesome, which lasted over an hour and a half, while Miss Grant remained covered in McMahon's filth. When McMahon's friend left, McMahon ordered her to stay and to continue sexually gratifying him.
Damn.
And this Reddit responder says, "What a horrific day to have eyes." I'm
I was
tapping
gonna
out.
say-
There are 62 pages left.
Damn. I mean, for being an old man, it's some kind of stamina that
An hour and a half.
he goes and he comes back and he's like, "Get ready, keep that on."
Well, that's why he had his friend up out. You know, he had
Oh.
a friend there to assist. He had a tag team.
Whoa.
That's a
It was a
Damn.
handicap match.
that's a fluffer.
How's the friend okay with shit all over the place?
It was a handicap match.
And if it's going down her hair and back, like, is it like diarrhea? How is it like? That's what I don't get.
Is the buddy touching it?
Like, how do you get shit on your head and then down your back? Like, is he saying get low and then I just take a dump and it rolls off?
Did he accidentally
I
take his?
guess so. I
Like,
mean, I never thought of it. I never
Like, there's
wondered
always
about it.
there's always the outlandish stuff, but at the same time, it's like these victims and stuff. They never go specific on why or how. Like, how did he take a shit on her head?
Well,
You wanted to explain
I'm
it
sure
and
she was
recall
being.
it?
Yes, it would
Oh my
help the lawsuit
God.
a lot more, I think.
Well, I mean, look. The thing is, it does go into a lot of detail. I don't know much about the particular elements of how physics are interacting with her. That part I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't get that far either. I got bored.
He's like, she didn't do it. She's lying. Mr. McMahon is innocent.
Oh no, that man's guilty of everything. They could say he blocked out the sun, and I'll be like, yeah, I believe it.
Damn.
But she does give a lot of details. And that's why the complaint is 62 pages long, and it's full of screenshots and texts from Vince saying how he's gonna pass her around to John Laurinaitis. You know, the guy who's not like this. Him, I guess, other board members who are executives at Vince, at WWE, and Brock Lesnar, who at the time wasn't named, but more recently, the attorney demanded that he be named in the lawsuit. The person who's
Ooh.
prosecuting the case. So he says the former WWE and UFC champion was rumored to have been an unnamed party in the suit, and now that has been confirmed. Former employee Janelle Grant, who filed the suit, amended that the U.S. District Court claimed to include Lesnar by name, with the aim of sharing it with Lesnar in order to keep him under contract in WWE. Okay, I see. So, there's another guy too named Doc Hendricks and producer Michael Hayes. These were all people who were part of the circle.
The doc guy, was that the trainer?
No, it says he was known by that in the ring.
Mm.
And he's currently employed with the company. He works backstage. And this all happened in 2000, 2020. I think it started when she first filed it.
Yeah.
And there has been a revelation in this case because a lot of people have been going over the sick and twisted things Mr. McMahon has done, not only on screen, which was, kissing another diva while his wife is in the background watching him.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that storyline. Yeah, I would watch back of the old ones. Yeah.
Having Triple H dress as Kane and rape his dead girlfriend. There was that
Oh,
one.
that's right.
And then there was the only pitch that Stephanie says she shut down, which was an idea that Vince had, which was to have her be pregnant with his baby.
Yeah, and didn't he pitch it twice? She had to say no
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, which I found out through a video from Jay Aubrey, another fellow YouTuber. It seems like it might be in the family thing, because Vince
Incest?
in an interview with both Playboy and Howard Stern, he kind of insinuated that his mom molested him.
McMahon?
Yeah, Vince says that his mom. He kind of insinuates that,
Oh.
whereas like Playboy kind of dances around it, and Vince is like, oh, he insinuates it in a way that there was a lot of abuse going on. And then Howard Stern, when he's on his Howard Stern show, he's like, and then your mom molested you. I couldn't believe that.
Oh, damn. He has no filter. God, he just went out like that? He just told him like that?
Yeah, and then Vince goes, well, that was the inflection. He's like, I'm not saying if that's true or not. I'm just saying it could be.
They could.
It is.
So
Of
did
a
is.
repressed memory, kind of.
Basically, yeah, or the insinuation.
I don't remember.
And then he goes, what did he? he describes something, and Robin brings up something else, and he goes, "No, that's not what he was talking about. He's talking about this. He got molested." So that was
It sounds like how it's served.
yeah. And so there's been a bit an update. So there was also a criminal. So what we know is the lawsuit, right? The civil lawsuit.
Yeah.
But there was also a criminal lawsuit for rape against him in this same case. But apparently, federal prosecutors are dropping it. And this only happened a few days ago because, well, the prosecutors say, the prosecutors, they can't find evidence that, a crime was committed.
Mm-hmm.
Which either that's the case or because he's good friends with Trump, since they're federal prosecutors, Trump said to drop the case, right? We don't know. Apparently, Trump says that in an older interview that there's only one person that Vince drops everything to take a phone call from, and it's Vince. It's Trump. So Trump told this story once that he called Vince, and they were like, "Oh, Vince is busy." He's like, "Oh, tell him I'm calling," and then Vince dropped everything and went to go answer the call and talk with Donnie, because apparently Donnie's a good friend of his.
Not only that, his wife is Secretary of Education. In the last administration, she was the Secretary of Small
Business
and
Administration.
Labor.
Yeah. I had seen that. Apparently, I mean, they're estranged now because of all this depravity that Vince McMahon is unfortunately embarrassing her over, right? Because she's at the time she was still his wife, and now she's saying her husband has just been cheating on her this whole time. That has to be terrible.
Do you think she was aware of that?
I mean, she saw it happen to her on WWE.
Yeah.
But you really think she would see like, oh, he cheats on me for work, but he doesn't cheat on me in real life.
He's doing it for the camera.
He's doing it for
Why
the camera.
not behind your back when no one's watching?
I mean, like even his own kids have said that growing up with him was kind of rough. He was always like about the business and work and everything. So like in all those documentaries, mostly from Shane McMahon seems kind of hurt by it. That he said he always tried to get his father's attention and love and stuff like that. That's why he always outdid himself with something crazier. Like those documentaries are pretty interesting to watch.
And we have another closure in a case. So there was another investigation with the Securities and Exchange Commission against WWE and Vince McMahon. But Vince, he made a settlement with them while he still fights his civil lawsuit. And this was over the fact that he never disclosed that he made these payments to all these women in exchange for their silence.
Oh, that's right. Was it? It was 4 women and about $12 million.
Yeah.
In payments.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So he went through with that. So we're having a lot of closure to some of the cases. There's still not a definitive end to the case with Janelle Grant. She's going to be the most problematic one to him, it seems. But we had John Cena talk about Vince finally. And John Cena says, "I don't care what they say. I love him."
Oh, really?
So
John Cena betrayed everybody.
Well, he has turned heel now. So
it makes sense then.
Before the heel turn, John actually did talk about Vince, and he's like, "It's very complicated, but I can't, I don't want to take away anybody's pain.
Yeah.
But Vince has done a lot for me. Now that this is for WrestleMania, now he's like, where's his...
It's a joke to him.
He
said it's all part of the story.
It's a part of him turning heel. He's going all the way through it. So his quote is, "I don't care who hears it. I love Vince. I'm not downplaying anything that needs to be decided or any allegations of any kind. But when I love somebody, I love them."
That's how you're supposed to support a homie.
He's down. He's a down friend.
Just go out there and say, you know what? He may have done it, but I don't care. I still love him.
I love them wholeheartedly. I know people are going to be angry about that, but they can't put their value on my relationship with somebody I love.
Oh.
Damn.
And even Roman Reigns also came out to talk. He said, "It's embarrassing. These are things you don't want to hear about. You don't want your family to know. She has to live with these situations and that have happened, and I hope she's in a place where she feels comfortable and safe in her own space." So that is what the WWE's biggest superstars are saying about the boss man himself. What do you think of Vince? You like?
He's quite a character. I've always kind of knew he was a scumbag, not even like the persona he plays on there. Everyone knows that's really him. He says, "No, Vince McMahon is a character." It's like, no, everyone says that's him. Especially that one what was it? The one part when they said, "Tell us a story." He goes, "Oh, I can't say that one. No, no, no." I'm like, how come you can't say that one? No, those are the kind of ones you can't say. I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, all right. Like, everyone in the wrestling community knew. No one's surprised at this. The dirt sheets had little salacious things and whatnot. But just wrestling fans in general knew he was a bad guy. Like his character and behind the scenes, him not believing CTE was a real thing, him trying to cover up the steroid abuse and stuff, poor adequate training and medical, like so many things. The whole wrestling community, people who are real diehard wrestling fans, like me and Ian and everyone, we know this man is a piece of shit, but he made a great product that is going to be around for years to come. It's been around for years. Can you separate the art from the artist? Yeah, you could like what he's put on, but you could hate the person behind it. But he's guilty, yeah.
He's absolutely guilty.
There you go.
Jay, what do you think? You knew a lot about Vince McMahon? You a big wrestling fan?
I used to follow wrestling until like 2007, 2009 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I didn't know any of this stuff, but based on his character, it'd be surprising if there was nothing behind that. You kind of expected it, honestly, just the way he was. And I mean, reading about his stories and stuff, yeah, it was not a character. It was actually himself.
It is really wild to see that. Like you said, Mr. McMahon, it turned out to actually be a real McMahon, right? He turned to be Vince himself. I want to take a chance to move on to our next person, which we all know as the Diddler, right?
Diddler.
Sean Diddy Combs. He was being defended by Kanye. I don't know if you saw that.
Was he?
Yeah, Kanye recently tweeted out, "Diddy, we love you."
We?
And I feel we? Who's we? I want to also show this image. I think is great, since I think it's appropriate. Here's an image of Diddy and Mr. McMahon.
Everybody's interconnected.
It all makes sense now.
He's like, if Diddy's probably like, hey, what, man? Vince is not that bad of a guy.
They both definitely look like they've been on Epstein's Island.
He's definitely been to a Diddy party.
Oh, and the Rock's in there too. Oh, hell no.
He probably does never wants this picture to be resurfaced.
Ooh, and it's right here, man. Send it to him. Tweet him.
Tweet it to him. Go look, man. Is this you?
Rock, what's up with this?
The final boss hanging out with the Diddler.
The Diddler. It's over.
The Rock, does he still wrestle?
No, but he was supposed to like make an appearance or whatever for WrestleMania because he's part of a storyline right now with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Damn.
So,
but he's getting too big for that.
Basically, yeah, he went to Hollywood, and John Cena is wrestling now, doing little things. He wrestled at the Elimination Chamber because he's trying to go for the title, which would be like today or whatever, I think.
Yeah, he actually wrestled tonight for the championship against Cody Rhodes.
I can't wait to go home and watch that.
And since everybody already knows the Diddy story, we don't need to go over how he beat his girlfriend Cassie. Yeah. We don't have to see the video. YouTube wouldn't even let us show us anyway. But there are a few interesting, cool stories. One's an update. One's a cool story that I just wanted to mention just because I think it's funny. This one is the update. Let's go with the update first. Keep it serious. So a few months ago, Diddy had filed to have his charges delayed or his hearing delayed. Mm-hmm. Today, or a few days ago, a judge decided, no, we're not going to delay it for 3 months, which is what Diddy was asking for.
3 months.
3 more months he wanted to delay his hearing. We're 17 days away from the jury selection. And Diddy wanted to kick that down for 3 more months. And it's going to start.
Damn, jury must be excited.
Oh, they're going to be like,
who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
They're going to rub their hands full of baby oil.
Ooh,
like that, like the Birdman.
Like the bird.
That lotion that never dries out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It never dries out.
I wonder if this whole trial is going to be streamed. If live stream, I wonder if it is.
I hope that would be great.
Like the Johnny Depp, what's her face thing?
Yeah, the Amber Heard.
Imagine live reaction to it.
Damn,
that would be an awesome.
They show the pictures of the baby oil. Does an innocent man need this much baby oil? And his lawyer, whoever's in the stand, like
somebody was saying that was a meme. You saw all those like 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
They said that's true.
It's a real photo.
I'm not sure about the photo, but they said he did have 1,000 bottles of baby oil,
That's crazy.
and that he claimed it was from Costco, and Costco came out and said we don't sell baby oil like that.
It was Johnson and Johnson.
Okay, so it's gonna run
I didn't know that.
for 8 to 10 weeks, held 5 days a week. That's crazy.
Every day.
Every day.
For how
So that's 17 days from now.
every day, all day, 5 days a week.
Exactly. And the funny thing I wanted to talk about Diddy is that Roblox is being sued, and they're being sued for saying that they are facilitating an unsafe environment for children to be on, and Diddy and Epstein were named in there because there were games designed for kids to play called Escape from Epstein Island and Diddy
Damn,
Party.
That's crazy. Damn, what is Roblox like?
There's
flew out of
the
the
thumbnail
handle?
of the game. You see Epstein right there, Escape to Epstein
That's
Island.
Who's making this stuff?
It's like many people make various things in Roblox.
This is like not even a kid game.
And
anymore.
there's Diddy's mugshot. Look at all these Diddy games that you can play with your kids. You can play Samuel and play Diddy Party with Samuel.
Oh my god, no.
So he could experience what I experienced with my uncle.
What
I want you to feel my childhood.
I don't know about that. Survive Diddy, new. Look, see, Survive Diddy, brand new. It's that brand spanking new game.
But I don't get what's so wrong about that. A lot of people make a lot of stupid games on there. Like they have like Michael Jackson
And
if you
who's
type
suing
in.
them?
Yeah.
It's a group, because apparently a 9-year-old's account was able to access it, and what in the content of those games is for mature audiences. So they are saying that the game company is responsible for allowing the 9-year-olds access to these games because there's no proper age gating
Yeah.
within the
wow.
games.
I thought this was just for kids.
No, it's for anybody. And I guess because Roblox, a lot of things goes past the moderation. This happened to be one, and that's why they're suing. There's a freak off role playing games.
Freak off?
The freak off, yeah, the famous Diddy freak offs. That's why I'm wearing my LeBron James shirt today because he once said, "There's no party like a Diddy party." So,
Did he say it with a smile?
oh yeah,
Oh, big ass.
oh
smile.
yeah.
You should have got one of him dressed in the maid outfit.
Oh yeah.
That would
I've
have
seen
been amazing.
That would be funny.
I'm sure LeBron has seen it too, because like LeBron has seen the LeBron songs. You know the LeBron songs that are going on. Apparently he's seen it. He saw the one that was sung by the Baylor men's choir. That would,
Oh, I saw that one.
yeah, where they're like, "I'm talking about the man on the Lakers."
Oh, no.
One of my friends on Instagram put on their note. I think it's on there right now. It said something like, "I like the Lakers, but like fuck LeBron."
A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. What was I gonna say? You used to be a big fan of Diddy.
Was I?
What do you think of him?
Was I? I don't even know none of his music.
Yeah, he used to play "I'm Coming Home, I'm Coming Home."
Also, that was just one song, just
and
one
then
hit.
what is that other song?
He's got a lot of iconic songs.
He does.
Actually.
He has some bangers.
I don't
Everybody
really-
was after him.
I don't know any.
He has that
P.
the
Diddy
song about
songs.
Biggie. I'll be watching you. You know the one he took from the
Oh, yeah, the
police.
every step you
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
He had that one, and then that was. I feel like he was kind of like a cultural icon.
I never liked him. I always thought he was kind of weird. He had like a weird face.
I knew he was weird when he changed his name to Brother Love. That's when I knew he was kind of like a freak.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was like Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, P Diddy, and then when he went to Brother Love, I was like, this guy probably has like some sex crimes attached to his name, but no one knows about. And then it all came out. I was like, I was right. I knew it.
You seen those weird interviews like he's with Ellen and other people where he's like, oh, I met your brother backstage or whoever. Wendy Williams or whatever. He's all like, yeah, I met your son or your brother. And she's like, okay. She's like,
She's all scared.
yeah. And he's like, yeah, like, remember, bitch, don't say nothing.
she looks around.
Hey, just
Everybody's getting Diddy.
just a quick little point. Cat Williams predicted a lot of this stuff. And he's going, everyone gonna get exposed. And he's like, this is the year of truth. You can't touch me.
Oh, what was he saying? He's like, you gotta tell Diddy no.
Oh yeah,
You gotta
Diddy
tell him no.
because Diddy wants to party and you gotta tell him no.
Yeah,
Gotta tell Diddy no.
He knows, man.
Man, he exposed everyone before it
And
came
then
out.
you got Orlando Brown over here. He says, "I want to go to a Diddy party." I was getting,
Diddy,
left and right.
Diddy, you gave me that oosh-wash, goosh-wash.
Yeah,
Oosh-wash, oosh-wash. He's like,
Oh man, Diddy, call me.
Have you seen that where Jay's like, we got to get the kids out because after 10, all adults play.
Oh,
Kids
yeah.
can't be here.
Hey,
We love the
at
kids.
least he's not a pedophile.
Well,
That
I
That
mean,
remains
we
to-
know right now.
well, there's a case about he has with a 12-year-old. So
Oh.
Shoot!
Well.
Damn, he's
I was
checking all the
optimistic.
boxes.
I was optimistic, but
he has to. Why
there's
can't
always a 12-year-old. It
why-
always has to be 12.
Why couldn't he just be an adult rapist? You know, it's like,
That's all.
Yeah,
that's
like
the bar. The bar is really low.
Yeah.
You know, I miss Tiger Woods. I miss
Oh,
I miss people who like Tiger Woods did nothing wrong. He just cheated on his wife with 12 consenting women. You know,
yeah, and they
Yeah.
vilified him. They vilified him
Yeah.
for having a consensual cheating scandal. If you really think about it, compared to what's going on today, that's
Yeah,
nothing. Like,
that isn't.
that was very. It was like, how could you? Tiger Woods is the devil, and now it's like, well, you know, he was a troubled person. That's all it was. He was a troubled human being. But I'm glad he actually
Damn.
had his comeback. You know, I'm glad he made a comeback.
That's good. That's good.
a few perks later, but he's back.
He's back. So that is Diddy. That
Diddy.
is Vince. We have
Mhm.
one more corporate
One
bad
more.
boy to go through.
We got the one and only Top G.
The top G.
What
The
color
top G.
is your Bugatti?
Bugatti? What color is your Bugatti?
Exactly. That. Anybody has anything to say for themselves? You, sir, pick a car.
Okay, look. This is what I want you to know. Okay, look. I own a Bugatti and you don't. Okay, so that makes me better than you. I need you to understand that much. Okay, you go home every day to your one house with your 3 children
Dude.
as a broke wagey. Okay, I make millions and I have sex with hot women every night, and I want you to know that. Thank you.
I feel so motivated.
That felt just like it. How'd you get that down, man? Practicing your misogyny?
It's deep down inside. It wants to
Yeah,
come out
it can.
behind
That
all
was
that
right
left
from the
wing
heart.
shit. It's in
Damn,
there.
no stutter, nothing.
Yeah.
Clear
Really
through.
memorized that,
God
too.
Damn.
That was on the spot. I made that up.
Damn, you take
Nice.
a lot of Top G content?
In the next episode, I'm gonna be completely bald. I'm gonna keep the beard.
Welcome to the cause, brother.
I'm gonna wear my
Oh.
douche glasses. You
There
know.
you go.
In
My
the-
favorite quote
No comment.
was when he got interviewed by Piers Morgan, and he's like, "Did you cry?" And he's like, "I did push-ups, and tears rolled down my face." He goes, "So that's crying. That was not crying. I was thinking about my children and if I would see them again. Tears rolled down, and as I was doing 100 push-ups,
Oh my
Piers,
God.
you know what it's like to be in shape."
Oh my God,
Wow,
yes.
you insulted me.
He was
That's
so like
hilarious.
he was just so in denial, and he just started laughing. At this point, he has to be a character. Nothing he says is like,
Right.
he
Him
really
and his brother,
believes.
they're both like
yeah,
the same person.
they're like they have to be trolling. Not one thing they do not believe, because he was smiling in that interview.
It's crazy.
The more Pierce was getting like upset, he was smiling, going like, "Yeah, Pierce, no, I believe that. You know, I really do believe that."
That's their thing, huh? They're just out here trying to anger people for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but I mean they have fun with it.
It works. They're millionaires.
It works, and there's the reason why I want to bring them these guys up is not only because the central theme seems to be this episode of rape. Like all these guys are just
Yeah, what's all the sex offenders the past 2 episodes?
They just happen to be sex offenders.
well, that,
And why would the ones when? Why you talk about that subject when I'm here? The past
It's
2
a
episodes?
theme.
that's also part of it. You know?
Yeah.
That's just the comfortability, you know, that we feel around you.
It's
That
the, yeah.
you think you'll gravitate to it, and you relate
It
to
correlates,
it,
you know. All this
I do
correlates.
relate. Yes,
You relate to it, and
I
you're
feel
like,
I feel comfortable. Thank you.
yeah, you're like, we wanted to make you in your element. you
This
know?
is my safe space.
Oh,
exactly
damn.
talking about rape.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had Diddy, we had Vince
Mhm.
McMahon, both being accused of rape. Now we've got the duo from hell, the gruesome twosome,
The
Andrew
bros.
Tate and Tristan Tate, Dumb and Dumber. And so there's a few updates to their case I wanted to talk about because no one else is talking about it.
Mhm.
They're back in the U.S. They're out of Romania, even though they're still under investigation because the Trump administration did their little things, they little pressuring, you know, the
Damn.
iron fist.
How are they connected?
Well, because apparently he's been donating to Trump's campaign, like through subsidiaries while he was in prison. And when you donate to Trump, Trump will fight for you. He gets you out of prison. And so he raised America's iron fist against Romania and demanded that they let them travel freely as long as they go back to Romania. They promised to be good boys and go back for their trials, and now they're free. And their first stop, they went to Florida. When the Florida Attorney General realized this, they are launching a criminal investigation into Andrew and Tristan Tate as well.
Oh, really? They're not safe anywhere.
They're not safe anywhere. And this is why he says he likes to go to Romania, because he could be above the law, which apparently now he isn't. So this is one interesting thing. I think this is a part of the criminal case that's actually going in Romania. And I'm not sure if it's because the woman is a Florida resident, because one of the women was a U.S. citizen, and she might have been. These guys have publicly admitted to participating in what very much appears to be soliciting, trafficking, preying upon women around the world. Many of these victims are coming forward. Some of them are minors. People can spin or defend however they want, but in Florida, this type of behavior is viewed as atrocious, and we're not going to accept it. So he's going to do a full examination of their conduct, I guess, their activities in Florida while they're there, and maybe even in the past. That is one update. Another update is that there's a civil suit now. So now the girls are not just criminal, they're also suing them for civil damages as well. Because some of them apparently pointed a gun at him in some of the court documents that were claimed.
They pointed a gun at him?
No, he pointed a gun at them. As well as one woman claims Tate threatened to kill her and made it clear he would kill anyone who spoke to her. And a third claims that Tate convinced her he had killed other people. Tate denied the claims in a written defense submitted to the high court, calling them a pack of lies and gross fabrications.
I mean,
it's
not that hard to convince them. Like, you gotta be honest, he like deals with like dumb bitches, so like, it's not that hard to be like, oh, I killed people. Yeah, okay. On your knees.
I mean, if you see the way he acts on YouTube, some of his YouTube videos, he's be like, if you cross me, I deal with the mafia. And if you do anything to interrupt the way I make money, you will find yourself in a ditch.
Oh my God.
Have you seen a new video of him with the Tesla?
That's what I was going to say. You just showed me earlier.
Part of it. Yeah,
where he's like, this is the human trafficking truck. Get inside. And
yeah.
He's like, hurry up, just duck down. And he covers it with the Cybertruck bed thing. And then she's like, let me out. Hey. He's like, say, who's the man here? Who's in charge? Who's in charge? No, you're not going to get out. You have to say it. She's like, why? Yeah. He goes, because I said so.
It's crazy.
Wow.
And he also, what does he say? He says, there's no human rights
in
this house.
She goes, this is a violation of my human rights. He goes, there's no human rights in this house.
It's
and she goes, please. And he lets her out. And the top comment that stood out was like, bro's not beating the allegations.
Yeah, no, he's not an innocent man. But he's also not beating these allegations. Like, I want to show you this funny video I saw a while back. It's from the subreddit Accidental Ally, which is an LGBTQ plus subreddit, and it's a video of Andrew Tate talking about trans people. Check it out.
Ignore the construction. I'm rebuilding my mansion. You'll see when it's done. We'll do an episode of Cribs. I had to get this area here. I bought my neighbor's house. I had to construct a specific area for the Bugatti.
Oh,
anyway,
the Bugatti.
So that's all going to be lit up and shit. Bugatti logos. You broke boys don't know. Listen, I recently posted a question on Twitter asking, would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, 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 because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything else. But they're not actually thinking about the question. I am so smart. I operate on so many levels higher than the average man. You people are not thinking about the question. When I say a 1 and a 10, I mean Megan Fox with a dick. That's or Hulk Hogan with a. That's the girl.
Oh my God.
This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan? So you're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I just pushed the girl, the number 1, did it? You're gonna Hulk Hogan. Okay, there's a but he's got a mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5". It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if that is gay. Whereas Megan Fox, okay, he's got a but maybe you can like scoot it out the way. I'm still Megan Fox.
Scoot it out the way.
You know what I'm saying? At least she's small and shit. You can get your hand around her neck, mess her up. You ain't messing up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's gonna mess you up. So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're going to sit here and
So
go,
he's
no,
pro?
it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a So which one is it?
Damn.
Brilliant.
A whole video for that. What a question.
Is he pro-gay, against gay? I mean,
Yeah, it's
was it?
confused.
Is it gay? I mean, I don't know. I'm
He
so
said it's
confused.
gay.
He's
but then
operating on higher plane than you guys. You don't
we don't.
understand.
Fuck.
I,
You're right.
I can really
I'm
see
just
that.
a dummy.
I really. Hey man, I just work here.
It's not about being pro or against anything. It's about understanding
Understanding
yourself.
yourself.
You know.
So is he coming out or what?
Well, in a tweet, he also said that having sex for pleasure with women is gay. So I think he
Damn.
is coming out. He's just afraid to say it. No, that's going to be his defense when they say, you trafficked women. He's going to say, Your Honor, I can't because I'm gay. Why would I traffic women when I like men?
Hey, that's actually not a bad argument.
You think that's valid?
Anything works at this point.
Oh
Anything.
man.
Just throw everything out there.
Your Honor, I am a nullo. I do not have a penis or balls. How can I rape somebody if I don't have either thing?
Dry humping still a thing, huh? That's still just as bad. Intentions matter. It does. That's what I say.
You know what? You should be his lawyer.
Yeah, dude, I thought about it.
Well, he sounds like he should be the prosecutor. He's arguing against him.
I should.
He's like, hey, you guys, I can put him away for good. Just let me do it.
Swear to
Give me the
God.
chance.
The Hulk Hogan thing. I don't like Hulk Hogan. Fuck him.
So you are commenting on that?
But he's a manga guy.
You're choosing?
Yes, I would.
You're
choose.
about to choose right now?
He's about to
I would
choose.
choose Megan Fox. Yeah.
Man, Fox with a penis bigger than yours?
Yeah.
Yeah? Scoot it out the way?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would just tell her, him, whatever. Just hold her balls so that way they don't hit against me.
Oh,
So
man.
as I'm like, the balls.
Oh, man.
I don't want the balls slapping against me.
Oh,
My balls
snap.
could slap, but
How
not
could she slap?
he, her can't.
Oh, not he, her?
No, they have to hold
Oh,
it.
man.
Like,
okay.
yeah,
That's
I think
cool.
that's-
Man, no comment.
Wow.
Hulk Hogan.
Interesting. Well, you heard it here first, guys.
I hate him.
He's operating on the same plane as Andrew Tate.
Yeah, he's above us, man.
He's above us, man.
How long did it take Andrew Tate to come up with that question?
I still have the protruded brow right now going on.
Oh,
you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. What is it? You-
Dragon?
I'm a knuckle
No,
dragger,
he's a Neanderthal.
yeah.
Woman, man.
Woman, man, P? Huh?
Huh? Oh.
Huh?
Where's more of an intrigued, huh? You know?
Oh, like
Whoa.
like confused but interested.
Yeah, exactly.
Intrigued.
Huh.
I mean, hey, man, I'm just saying one time won't hurt no one.
That's
Come on,
true.
man.
Well, unless
Sometimes you
something
gotta keep
happens
it to
during it and
yourself.
that you do get hurt, you know, there's
Yeah.
someone could get hurt.
Lots of lube.
Well, you heard it here first. Chat. What do you guys choose? Hulk Hogan as a woman or Megan Fox as a man?
Let us know in the comments down below.
Please,
Comment.
please do.
Choose.
And let us know if we should do more stupid topics like this. Maybe we'll go out on the street on a Tom episode and ask people the same question. We're going to give them the Andrew
Ooh.
Tate test. And we're going to see what level of operations of planes that they're operating on.
We good.
And we're going to see if they're above or below human.
Above or below the alpha?
Yeah, maybe we'll
Top
go to a
G.
Trump rally and we'll ask them the same question. You know, we'll pose it to them. We'll show them a picture of Andrew Tate and him saying this, and we'll get through it like that.
Well, we'll see when that comes up.
Yeah, we'll see.
Quite a valid question.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed our take on the corporate bad boys of today, yesterday, and the future, which is Andrew Tate. If he
Yes.
gets convicted, he won't have much of a future. But he
We'll
is the current
see.
day bad boy
All these things are pending.
that everybody's talking about.
Come up, and we're gonna have updates for you guys as soon as we know as well. But it's gonna be good updates. Pretty sure they're all guilty.
I think they're all guilty. Yeah.
Obviously.
This one, obviously, there's no allegedly needed, no allegedly necessary.
But you gotta say it though.
We say, well, I'm gonna have it flash right here on the screen,
Guilty.
Okay.
so that way, guilty,
Yeah.
Guilty. Alleged.
guilty. You know, we're gonna flash allegedly while we're saying guilty on screen, so we don't get sued.
Yeah.
And then, and if you guys enjoyed the episodes, if you enjoyed the show, please subscribe to the channel leave a comment, leave a like down below,
Yes.
and sign up to our Patreon page where you get to see videos like this and others 2 days in advance, and you get to see them uncensored. So if you
That's
like
right.
that, if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. The lowest tier is $2. So if you want to support us in that sense, and if not, just share the video with your family and your friends, and it can help us grow, and we can continue to support the show we're doing here because we're funding it ourselves. But we want to grow and become a bigger channel than we are now. So we really appreciate all the support we get from you guys, and we appreciate all the feedback. And let us know if we should have more topics, what kind of guests to have on the show. I know that we have some stuff coming up that we've been suggested before, and I can't wait to explore with you guys next. So, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Take us out.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us on this episode with our guest, Nehemiah. And, well, we'll catch you on the next one, chumps.
Don't be a chump.
Don't be a chump, man.
That's our thing. We go.
Do this. That's right.
There you go. See you, everybody. Bye.